As most of you guys will be aware, we're very fond of a cup of tea here in Ireland. And a good slice of those tea drinkers would enjoy milk in their cup of tea. Now you've probably heard the saying before, there's no point crying over spilled milk. But I think I found a moment where we came the closest to actually shedding some tears over some spilled milk. In fact, a national tragedy was quite narrowly averted. Let's take a look. So the absolute travesty that we're witnessing here is around 1,000 litres of milk overflowing from a milk silo. Now this all happened at Glanbia's Bellevue facility in County Kilkenny. This particular plant specialises in the manufacture of specialised milk powder products and nutritional ingredients. And just to throw a little fact in there, Glanbia in Irish actually means pure food. Now luckily during this incident nobody was injured, and the milk that overflowed actually flowed into a retention area so it could be taken away later on and treated and disposed of. So there was no environmental impact here, and luckily there was no injuries, as I said. Glanbia said that a software fault at the plant was the cause of the overflow and that the incident lasted no longer than 1 minute. They said that the software issue had since been rectified and that corrective action is in place so that it can't happen again. They also said that business wasn't interrupted during the brief incident at the site and normal operations continue. So luckily there was a good outcome there and they managed to stop it quickly before they lost too much milk. So I just thought that incident was a bit of an interesting and unusual one, so I thought I'd throw it into a video. And it also goes to show you that software too can be degenerate. So sticking with the theme of leaks and spillages, we move on to our next item. Now I've chosen to feature this one because if this happened anywhere else in the world, like in the Gulf of Mexico or in the North Sea, then you would see a lot more coverage and there'd be a lot more done about it a lot more quickly. But it just seems like when it happens in the developing world, it's just swept under the rug and forgotten about. Let's take a look.
A recent leak from Shell's manifold had spilled volumes of crude oil into the Otogboti-Agbora River. The magnitude of the oil spillage, which is unprecedented in recent times, left the communities confounded as they made frantic efforts to scoop crude oil from the river.
We've gone to the source where it's coming from, the pipeline. What we saw there was that from the manifold, there is a spillage from there, so we went there. The manifold is under Shell.
Over the years, the affected communities have depended on the Otogboti-Agbora River for their fishing and farming activities. With the recent development, however, They fear that their common livelihood has been eroded. Worried about this situation, the distraught communities have called on the Bayelsa state government to intervene in their plight.
Day after day, millions of barrels are taken away from us. The only source of water to our people, we can't drink water anymore. We can't bathe anymore. This water is fresh water, not. It is not salt water. It is embarrassing. It's shameful. Because here in this community, there isn't a single potable water, either provided by government or by the multinational companies. There isn't a functional health center. And look at the people. You saw the kids and the women bathing water with flowing crude. And so the cancer is here. I said Shell has unleashed deaths on our people.
Speaking through its media relations manager Bamidele Odugbeson, Shell has confirmed the leak from its facility, which he said was reported by a community surveillance vendor of its joint venture pipeline along the River Non. While it is yet to disclose the actual cause of the incident, there are speculations that the leak might have occurred as a result of the company's obsolete facility.
Their pipes were laid well over 50 years ago, and those pipes are under the ground. They have not been changed. No new technology has been added, and they are bursting and deflating like balloons, causing pollution everywhere in the Niger Delta and denying the people the rights to their environments, destroying their sources of livelihoods, and making lives difficult for them.
I have been advocating for real-time contingency response to OSP in the Niger Delta, and one of the ways we can improve our contingency response in order to reduce the impact of environmental pollution arising from oil spill is by engaging state-of-the-art technology like automatic leak detection technology.
In recent years, several incidents of oil spillages in the Niger Delta have been linked to Shell. Only recently, in the month of January this year, a Dutch court in a landmark judgment found Shell guilty of destroying farmlands belonging to 4 farmers in the Niger Delta and ordered the energy giant to pay an undisclosed sum as compensation. The court also ordered Shell to install leak detection equipment in its facilities. With the recent oil spillages affecting 2 Ogbeya communities in Bayelsa State, it is obvious that Shell is yet to comply with the directive and may have to face more litigations in the days ahead.
That's absolutely shameful, and my heart goes out to those people who have to live in those sort of conditions. As I said, if that was anywhere else in the world, there'd be a quick response. There'd be people out there with technology to clean that up, not people out there literally with buckets trying to take it out of the water themselves. So rather than handing money over to corrupt officials, these companies should actually be going out and putting in these infrastructures themselves. But as I said, the least they could do is to go out and hand out water to these people, because they need help today, not tomorrow or in 10 years time. That's action they could take to actually do something and have an impact today. So I don't see why they can't do that. And this sort of carry on is commonplace in this part of the world. Not only do you have leaks from big multinational companies, you also have these kind of petrol barons out in the jungle refining crude oil that they've siphoned off from some of these multinational companies' pipelines. Not only is it extremely dangerous for the people involved in that sort of thing, it's very damaging to the environment also. The reason I've chose to highlight this issue in particular is because you won't actually hear about this. This happened 2 or 3 months ago and I just stumbled on it by chance. And when these things happen, the most degenerate thing about it is these oil companies with so much money can just ignore people with so little that are even lacking just the basics for a normal life. And I know people are going to tell me this goes on all the time, it's been going on years and it goes on unimpeded. And it'd be 100% right, and that's the sad reality of the whole situation. We seem to be living in an era of cancel culture, but this is the sort of culture that really needs to be cancelled. Instead of people running around and trying to dig up what some dude said about 10 or 15 years ago in order to end his career, why aren't they shouting from the rooftops about this sort of degeneracy that goes on all the time? So I don't know guys, I just thought I'd bring you these couple of things in a little video just to see what you think, and let me know down below in the comments. And as always, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to drop us a like, as it really helps us out. And if you'd like to see more videos from us here at Degenerate Watch, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you always get notified when we upload a new video. I'll be back very soon with another video, I hope you'll join me then. But if you can't wait until then, why not check out one of the videos on screen now? Links to our social medias are down below in the description. Don't forget to follow us over there. And until next time, guys, stay safe, take care, peace.